The strike spawned dozens of rallies, some of them peaceful, and some of them not.
If this strike had happened in the Twin Cities, I think maybe the impact would not have been so great.
In 1985, Spam was off the menu for many Hormel workers in Austin, Minnesota.
This was a big event, a very big event in a small town, and the ripple effect, I think, was that much greater.
The union was protesting what it claimed were unsafe working conditions.
Roughly 1,500 P9ers, the local branch of the United Food and Commercial Workers Union, went on strike against Hormel in August of 1985. They were protesting unsafe working conditions and a 23% cut in wages and benefits, from $10.69 an hour to $8.25 an hour. The whole plant shut down. Jesse Jackson came to town. Yeah, this was big.
Covering the strike, it was like covering a tornado every day.
When the plant reopened in January of 1986, 500 of the original strikers had crossed the picket line. About 200 retired or got different jobs. And Hormel hired roughly 540 non-union employees. Most of them were Latino migrant workers, changing the face of Hormel and the face of Austin.
The city of Austin, I think, rebounded much more quickly than I ever thought it was going to. If we could have drawn up the blueprints for the perfect mayors to lead Austin into whatever came next, it would have been John O'Rourke and Reeds.
This is Mayor Bonnie. She is actually the backbone of why we have immigrant in town. So she has been a big supporter of immigrant coming to town and making sure that they have resources.
Born in Ethiopia, Obala said his family fled genocide in 2003. After living in a Kenyan refugee camp for 10 years, they made their way to the U.S. Obala started calling Austin home in 2015.
So now QPP stopped there, and now this is Hormel now, and this is where I work. Every morning at 3 o'clock I am here, Monday through Saturday. It's been a great workplace, provide a lot of good things for my family.
Up until the 1980s, working at Hormel was a forever job. Although it could be gruesome and dangerous work, with an income to support a home in town, a cabin, and a boat, it was a Minnesotan dream for many. It was a company that employed generations of Austin meatpackers.
The son actually is the one that built the company, but Jay Hormel, he was very innovative.
Yep. To
because
protect the employees.
Well, but he realized that the better that his employees did, the better he did.
At one time, people all drove new cars and had nice homes, and they would go to the country club with the Hormel executives. And I really feel like today there's two sets of people in Austin, the higher-ups and the workers.
To end the strike in 1986, the National Union pushed out the local P9. National struck a deal with Hormel for less pay and benefits, which would have lasting impacts on the economic stability a meatpacking job provides in Austin.
A lot of us found that the sun didn't rise and set on the Hormel company.
And now a new generation's sun is rising at Hormel and for the city of Austin. Obala also represents Ward 3 on the Austin City Council.
Yeah, most of the outdoor activities there in Third Ward, so that's the cool thing about it. The road will go a little bit like that, but all of this from this side in this marp here, bring it down here. This is all part of the Third Ward.
Not only is Obala the youngest person on the city council, he's the first person of color to be elected in Austin.
The face of Austin has changed. Austin has become more diverse. Austin has become more the city of multicultural.
So we represent the meatpacking workers down here in Austin at both Hormel and QPP. Today we're here to celebrate the workers at QPP for reaching a historic wages on this last contract negotiations.
Hormel and QPP are separate organizations. QPP is the slaughterhouse that supplies pork products to and only to Hormel, which is right next door.
It is going to set a new standard in Minnesota for slaughter facilities for what the base rate is. Base rate here is now going to be $22, which is higher than the other slaughter facility in Minnesota.
Welcome, bienvenidos. Entonces, hoy esta victoria es de ustedes. So today, this victory is about you.
Because of you guys, over 400 people showing up, we got $3.10 over 3 years. And that's the most amount of money we've ever got at QPP.
Almost 40 years after the 23% wage cut for the P9 union, meatpacking workers in Austin, although making gains, are still trying to claw back their wages. Because, as the P9ers point out,
what would 1069 be actually equal to now?
In today's money.
Yeah, it'd be a heck of a lot more than that $22.
Just over $32 today, in fact. While it's clear that the sting of the strike is still very real for some, workers today felt they made their point. They want to be treated better.
Lo que pienso y lo que miré y lo que yo he pensado todo el tiempo es de que hay que unirnos. Y unidos tenemos mucho poder y podemos conseguir más de lo que nos ofrecen. Y así pues podemos vivir mejor y la comunidad la hacemos crecer económicamente.
And the $12 billion Fortune 500 global food company seems to have listened this time.
We're gonna get also a big group picture. Everyone, let's see all those blue shirts up here. A todos vamos a ver los playeres azules aquí enfrente.